Tonight, FCT Minister of State urges Satellite Towns Development Department to take full responsibility of waste management in rural communities. Compliance level on the use of face masks in public places put in perspective. Plus, residents of Pegi community in Kuje Area Council clamour for basic infrastructure to tame the tide of kidnappings in the area. Good evening and thank you for joining us on the news at 7 on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. I am Ifoma Ojinta. A clarion call has been made to the Satellite Towns Development Department and other stakeholders to take responsibility in waste management in rural communities and satellite towns of the territory. FCT Minister of State Ramatu Tijani Aliyu, who made the call at the occasion of the training and empowerment of solid waste litter pickers, also observed that the poor waste management has resulted to indiscriminate dumping of refuse and littering of the streets. Ifanyi Izumba has details.
As part of measures to curb some of the solid waste management issues experienced in the nation's capital, FCT Minister of State Ramatu Tijani Aliyu, represented by the Acting Coordinator of Satellite Towns Development Department, Felix Wanko, maintained that efficient solid waste management is a major challenge for developing countries, including Nigeria, adding that the Federal Capital Territory, which serves as the seat of government, is also facing these challenges.
Today's event is a bold statement that the FCT administration is reiterating the readiness to do all that is necessary to join hands with partners to fight the challenges of waste management and to put in place the needed framework to preserve our environment.
Director Environment explained that the waste pickers training intends to provide genuine social inclusion for 108 waste pickers in FCT satellite towns.
When they come out, they do this work. When I know be the same with the women where know they do the work. Because if you sit down for house, you know they do any work. You know they do any business. Who gonna expect you?
Acting Coordinator, Satellite Towns Development Department used the occasion to call on waste management stakeholders to advance in their strategy of Waste to Wealth initiative campaign for better environmental friendliness and clean satellite towns, which forms an integral part of Satellite Towns Development Department mandate. In Abuja, Ifanyi Izumba, NT News.
And now for an update on COVID-19, figures from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, as at 15th February 2021, indicates 41 new cases of COVID-19.
Driving around the major streets in the Federal Capital Territory to see the level of compliance with residents on the use of face masks, many of them were seen complying as they say the virus is fast spreading.
They know the well because of this corona, and I make everybody wear face masks.
It's our own protection, of our own good. So I implore everybody to make use of it wisely.
Why people actually wear face masks more often now before then is because we think the pandemic is real in the country, so we have to protect ourselves. Nigerians have to protect themselves to reduce the rate of the pandemic here in this country.
I believe it's real because it's happened to other nations. We have all these people over there. They can easily brought it to the country. So actually it can be real, but I have to follow the rule of law to hold my own face masks and walking around.
However, people who are into the business of selling face masks complained of low patronage.
We used to sell more then than now because there are a lot of people in the business now.
Selling face masks is moving, but not like before, because now there are a lot of people selling it in different places.
With the compliance on the use of face masks by majority of residents, Nigeria will therefore record less cases by averting the pandemic. Aisha Bashir, NTA News.
New Year always comes with high expectations, plans, hopes, and positive thinking. Year 2020 was moving in that direction until in March, when the novel coronavirus shook and shocked the world. Hadiza Godwin Ibude samples the opinion of people mostly known as laborers.
Since the outbreak of coronavirus, many have lost their lives, with many out of jobs and businesses crumbling. The country was getting out of the first wave of the pandemic when the second wave came knocking. Again, many people lost means of their livelihoods. This set of people are known or called laborers, who earn their daily income by doing menial jobs. Without mincing words, they say they were affected by the pandemic.
Before Corona, we did go work well. But since Corona starts, in fact, things hard.
That time, no Corona, no anything. Thanks for no they worry us. Nobody can catch us. Even the day before yesterday, they come arrest like 10 people here. The one who no get this thing.
The customer before Corona, they come here carry many people go work. But in this time, there is many people which is fast like 10 days. No get any, even 5 naira they no get.
I'm a painter. Now better they do. I don't see what do again. Now beg at the bed to find 6 money shop. I think they work well, but I don't see what computer go do. As I didn't never chose this money.
The artisans say they are optimistic that the world will be free of the coronavirus pandemic and the economy will pick up again. Hadiza Godwin Ibuni, NTA News.
Some of the basic social needs of any community are good road networks, education, security, as well as good infrastructure. Pegi community is a suburb under Kuje Area Council. Hawagimba takes up the story from here.
Challenge for Pegi, not killing or raping, not kidnap every day, another challenge you.
Some residents of Pegi community in Kuje Area Council there crying for development in the area. Among other social amenities they lack are security outfits, road construction and electricity, saying the community has become a black spot for criminals to carry out their evil acts.
Residents are living in apprehension. We are under siege. It is always in the news that Abuja, the federal capital, is unsafe. Pegi is the epicenter of crime.
We are appealing and begging and give us some succor in this community, providing us road, especially our abandoned project road, that our wives, when they go out, some of them even have miscarriage because of the bad road.
Millions have been paid in ransom. And people have been maimed. There was a lady whose hand was cut here. We attach this to the poor nature of the road and the security nature of the place.
The demand for proper road network, security and other social amenities will go a long way in improving the lives and security of the residents, especially their social economic activities will be sustained. Hawagimba, NTA News.
The sanitary and hygiene condition of every abattoir in the Federal Capital Territory is a public health concern because of its implication on the quality of meat being sold in markets. Again, Hawagimba visited Karu Abattoir amidst the coronavirus pandemic compliance.
As part of the Federal Capital Territory Administration efforts to ensure that meat purchased by residents are clean and healthy for consumption, especially as the world is battling with the coronavirus pandemic. The Department of Agriculture in the FCT says the authority will not relent in ensuring that all abattoirs are kept clean at all times, as well as observing the federal government protocols on COVID-19. A visit to the Karu Abattoir market shows the level of cooperation by sellers, buyers and the butchers in the markets. Dr. Stephen Okemini, veterinary doctor with Department of Agri, explained further the process of slaughtering of animals for consumption.
We have veterinary officers, animal health workers, 18 of them in this abattoir, and they run 2 shifts. So at any time an animal is slaughtered, there's an officer here to inspect the meat. In the place, the environment is very clean. The hygiene of this place is very important to us.
Chairman Karu Abattoir Butchers Association, Magaji Tata, speak on their challenges at the markets.
We are working hard. We join our hand with our doctor veterinary. We are helping ourselves. We sanitize the place all times at time. And then we are the people as security the place again.
He also appealed to the present administration to hasten the completion of the slaughterhouse, as these will further increase the level of hygiene in the markets. Hawagimba, NTA.
And now sports. UEFA Champions League returns tonight as Naomi Osaka qualifies for the semi-finals of the Australian Open. Details of these and more with Cynthia Ogun on Sports Brief.
Heartland of Owerri secured a 2-0 victory at home against visiting Lobby Stars of Makurdi, while 10-man Abia Warriors in an Oriental derby beat Enugu Rangers 1-0 to now move to 17th position on the log after the Week 10 fixtures. As the UEFA Champions League returns tonight in the round of 16 games, Barcelona in a clash of titans will be playing host at Camp Nou to French giants PSG, while RB Leipzig of Germany will welcome Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, who haven't done too well in the EPL in recent time. Meanwhile, 2019 champion Naomi Osaka stretched her winning streak to 19 consecutive matches as she crushed the artistry of Chinese Xu Siwei. She has now advanced into the Australian Open semi-finals, where she awaits Serena Williams, who came through a huge test of her Australian Open title credentials to beat Simona Halep 6-3, 6-3 in a high-quality quarter-final. While Russian world number 114 Aslan Karatsev swiftly moved into the men's singles semi-finals on his Grand Slam debut after beating an injured Grigor Dimitrov. Karatsev will now play either defending champion Novak Djokovic or Alexander Zverev. With Sports Brief, Cynthia Ogun, NTA News.
And here's a quick reminder. Wear a mask when in public places. Remember to always wash your hands with soap under running water for at least 20 seconds. Keep safe. COVID-19 is real. That's the news in English. Up next is the news translations. Thanks for watching.
Wizo kwa wena iwo abada pepepe isha ndaje zuma onewa gubagai Minister Bibi Akinzinia Ramatu Tijani Aliyu wala ewi sadna sepa ankwane shi abo awelo shabaje Akinzinia shi inda aweshi beda njimiyi nge bala wedna nu ashiba sepa ifai ozumba wona le shiba webe na beda wa minister we dade nu nsai nu ayi aza ji ai gaba we kan Mbanijin aba bashwin inchede no ayakwi ozanu wene be no minister aputa nge gabie sepa no aba ajekuya na yo Felix Nwanko wa nga ga ababa jin ba jin anya no ko ji akin jelo mbwe bedo yi kin zan be teacher no yi sapai lo nge bala kukala ji agin na ba ba jin ba tun jowo agmada ojiya okonege aje eji shi nzoko manai ona nan taratiya azagu sapa nchedo nu abe aje hawa nyimba wona le sheba wo be na bedai wa nga ga jigba na iko ga peji nko no lo nkuje gwamnati bibi kinzin na be la kun be ba wu ba bugba wu ba gage ba chi obupe gwamnati lo nge awun ba yenya abeba nan ayen baba wo agmada bayan godiya ba gage peji kolajin eji abanu ajwi ba jidu ko lo hayenu abayenu bayan godiya ba gage zoko bayan ton ona bayan ton azagu sapa bayan ton antichin ba chi obupe gwamnati lo ba gage nan abmabajin abeba nu ayen bayin sapa ye kwen injiye ko ba lo na abie nsopa abwazian nchedo na bo ajeyi baza mbedai wachige shi ala gna beye no ko igna wada akinzinda abi nla ya ba wi bekin efi yansen yan ba gu aje no abwa nchedo ngbe osanu ozabi edmi nchei ba jin de no na ba ge ofi yansen ye kwen to ko godialo no abie nanu eyin zinda yan Aisha Bashir wela bi sheba woye aza baya laba umwa baye no aje fanu abwa nchedo no ogbe ntigana gaba ngage efianse ko ko mwa patalo pie ama aza ba jin aje kun ba ngage je ba jin ko kote gilo de ntigana je ba kun nku mwa baye an we tule gana bide nyasen ko ba lo na avun omaje saisu
masu kallo da sauraron mu barkanmu da war haka ta kai ga fasarar wasu daga cikin labaran yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. An yi kira da babban murya da hukumar da ke raya birnin tarayya da masu ruwa da tsaki akan harkar tsabtar Abuja da su kara daura damarar aikin tsabtace birnin Abuja zuwa ƙauyukan birnin don kyautata rayuwar al'umma. Wakiliyarmu Ifayin Ezumba ta rawaito mana cewa karamar ministar Abuja Ramatu Tijjani Aliyu ita ce ta bayyana haka a lokacin ba da horo da tallafi ga masu aikin tsabtace birnin Abuja, inda ta ce lamarin wasarere da tsabtar birnin ya kai intaha, wanda har akan tituna mutane na zub da shara babu abin da ya dame su, inda ta buƙaci su ɗauki ƙwararren matakai don kyautata tsabtar birnin da rayuwar al'umma. An bayyana ababen more rayuwa kamar su hanya, asibiti, ruwa, tsaro da sauransu a matsayin abubuwan da al'umma ke bukata su samu don jin daɗin rayuwar duniya. Wakiliyar Hauwa Gimba ta shaida mana cewa mutanen ƙauyen Fegi da ke ƙaramar hukumar Kuje sun fito kwansu da kwarkwatarsu inda suka yi zanga-zangar lumana domin nuna kokensu ga masu ruwa da tsaki akan rashin ababen more rayuwa da suke fama da shi domin a kai musu ɗaukin gaggawa. Sun ce samar musu da ababen zai taimaka gaya wajen bunƙasa rayuwarsu tare da ba su zaman lafiya da kwanciyar hankali mai ɗorewa. Al'umma mazauna birnin tarayya Abuja sun fara bin umarnin gwamnatin tarayya na amfani da takunkumin rufe baki da hanci a bainar jama'a domin daƙile yaɗuwar cutar corona a faɗin ƙasar nan. Wakiliyarmu Aisha Bashir ta zagaye wasu sassa na Abuja ta kuma labarta mana cewa abin tufarkalla mutane na ci gaba da biyayya da bada haɗin kai ga umarnin gwamnati, inda ake ci gaba da amfani da shi musamman waɗanda suka yarda da cewa cutar na ci gaba da mamayar al'ummar ƙasar nan. Duk da bin dokar da mutane ke yi ta amfani da takunkumin, abin mamaki wasu masu sai da shi sun yi korafin cewa kasuwarsa ba ta ja. To abin da ya sauwaka kenan a labaran yau, mu kwana lafiya.
Ekele m gị onye ọma na-ege ntị. Ọkwa n'otu a ka esi anabata gị n'akụkọ ụwa nke uhuruchi a. Ọka akụkọ bụ mụ Rachel Ifi Ono. Tọọ ntị n'ala ka ihe ga-akụkọ anyị ji bịa n'uhuruchi a. Minista bụ aka na-achị steeti Abuja Ramatu Tijani Aliyu akpọkuola ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka mmepe obodo nakwa ndị ọnụ na-eru n'okwu ka ha gbaa mbọ hụ na ime obodo nakwa obodo ndị mepere emepe n'isi ala anyị bụ nke edobere ọcha oge niile. Oyọla Ifeanyi Ezumba wetara akụkọ na ya bụ minista kpọrọ oku a mgbe ndị na-eme mkpocha na nzacha okporo ụzọ nwere ọzụzụ nakwa ihe nrite. Ebe onye isi n'ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka mkpocha gburugburu Olusegun Olusa mere ka anyị mata na ya bụ ọzụzụ ga-enyere aka kwalite ndị ọrụ mkpocha na nzocha n'isi ala anyị. Otu n'ihe ndị dị oke mkpa n'obodo bụ ezigbo ụzọ, agụmakwụkwọ, nchekwaba ndụ na akụnụba nakwa iwu ụlọ. Oyọla Hawagimba wetara akụkọ na ndị obibi Pegi nke dị n'okpuru ọchịchị Kuje ebekuola gọọmenti isi ala anyị ka ha nyere ha aka mepee ya bụ obodo dịka ụzọ ọjọọ, enweghị ezigbo nchekwaba nakwa ọrụ latrik bụ ezigbo nsogbu ya ndị ya bụ obodo. Ha gakwara n'ihu kwuo na gọọmenti inye ha ihe ndị a ga-enye aka gbochie ori nakwa mpụ dị iche iche na ya bụ ime obodo. Ndị obibi isi ala anyị amalitego idobe iwu gọọmenti ala anyị hiwere nke bụ iyi mkpuchi ọnụ na imi ebe ndị mmadụ juru. Aisha Bashi kpughere nke a mgbe ọ gagharịrị n'ebe dị iche iche n'isi ala anyị ịmata etu ha si edebe iwu na usoro nje korona. O kwukwara na ndị na-ere ya bụ ihe mkpuchi ọnụ na imi kwupụtara na ha na-ewe njọ ahịa n'ụzọ buru ibu. O kwekwara nghọta na ọ bụrụ na ndị mmadụ jide ka ha ji n'idobe iwu nje korona na ya bụ ọrịa ga-ebelata n'oge na-adịghị anya. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ọkwa n'ebe a ka anyị ga-apịachi akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Chebiri anyị n'oge anyị chi niile. Ndewo.
ẹ̀lẹ́ńbẹ̀ wọn ẹ̀sìnkú dédé wòyí ìròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀nyín láti ẹnu ọmọ Bọ́lájí Mátì. Wọ́n ti gbóhùn sókè sí ẹ̀ka tó ń ṣe àmójútó àwọn ìletò àti àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ ń kàn láti ṣe ojúṣe wọn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìdọ̀tí ní àwọn ìletò pẹ̀lú àwọn agbègbè yíká ìlú Àbújá. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Ifeanyi Ezumba ròyìn wípé aláṣẹ kejì fún ìlú Àbújá Ramatu Tijani Aliyu ló pe ìpè ọ̀hún níbi ayẹyẹ ètò ẹ̀kọ́ pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn fún àwọn tó ń kó ilẹ̀. Ó ṣe àfikún ọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú àkíyèsí wípé àìṣe ojúṣe ọ̀hún ló ń jẹ́ kí àwọn ènìyàn máa da ìdọ̀tí sí ibi tí ó wù wọ́n pàápàá lójú pópó. Ọ̀gá Felix Nwako pẹ̀lú àwọn tó kópa nínú ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún sọ ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lórí àwọn ìṣòro tó ń jẹyọ. Àwọn tó ń gbé ní abúlé Pẹ́gí ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Kùjé ti pariwo síta wípé kí àwọn aláṣẹ gbà wọ́n torí pé àwọn ohun amúlùdùn ó jìnnà sí wọn pátápátá. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Hawagimba jábọ̀ wípé lára ohun tí wọ́n béèrè fún ní ètò ààbò, iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná, ojú ọ̀nà àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Àìsí àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ń fún àwọn ọ̀daràn ní àǹfààní àti ṣe iṣẹ́ ibi ní abúlé ọ̀hún. Wọ́n pè fún àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí kí àlàáfíà lè tayọ̀ pàápàá fún ìlọsíwájú ọrọ̀ ajé wọn. Àwọn ará ìlú Àbújá ò fi àṣẹ ìjọba àpapọ̀ ṣàwàdà rárá. Kálukú ló ti ń lo aṣọ ìbomú gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti pa á láṣẹ fún gbogbogbò láti máa lo aṣọ ọ̀hún láti má fi àyè gba ìtànkálẹ̀ àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn COVID-19. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Aisha Bashir lọ yíká ìlú Àbújá. Ó ròyìn wípé àwọn ará ìlú sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wípé àrùn ọ̀hún ń yára púpọ̀ láti tàn mọ́ ọmọ ènìyàn, èyí fún ọ̀pọ̀ láǹfààní àti máa ta aṣọ ìbomú ọ̀hún lówó pọ́ọ́kú. Pẹ̀lú bí àwọn ènìyàn ṣe ń tẹ̀lé òfin COVID-19, èyí yóò dẹ́kun òye tí àwọn alákòóso ń rí lójoojúmọ́. tó kì í dùn púpọ̀ ṣeun ní ọbẹ̀ oge. Títí ìwòye ọ̀la, Ojúmọ́ Ire ni yóò mọ́ wa.